What's up residents, Alistair here, and welcome back to DangerVille. By now you've probably heard of the fact that, spoilers, Mechagodzilla will appear in Godzilla vs Kong. But are there any hints towards other iconic monsters making an appearance in the film? Well, the end credits from the latest Godzilla film says yes. Perhaps something that combines the aspects of Mechagodzilla with the terror that is Godzilla's arch-nemesis, King Ghidorah, which we saw make an appearance in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Here's how Ghidorah could make a return in Godzilla vs Kong. If you didn't get caught up on how Mechagodzilla could be the reason that Godzilla and Kong will fight, then check out Why Kong Hates Godzilla on the channel to find out. So, will Ghidorah make a return in Godzilla vs Kong? Our sources say yes. But first, for context, let's go over what Ghidorah has done in the Monsterverse so far. Ghidorah was awoken in 2019 when the eco-terrorist organization, led by Alan Jonah, attempted to give the Titans back complete reign of the world so that humanity's reign over the planet ends and global warming, war, pollution, all things that have caused pain and misery, ends. Their plan backfired when Ghidorah claimed itself as the Alpha and ordered the Titans to destroy the planet, flattening it, terraforming it, and forging a new world that Ghidorah could call home. He was discovered to be an alien fallen from the stars, a creature that's not part of the natural order. Because of this, he was able to perform actions unseen by Earth-based life forms, able to summon gigantic storms and regenerate lost heads at extreme speeds. Because of this, he needed to be eliminated if life on Earth had any hopes of carrying on. Godzilla, being the protector of the planet from anything that threatens to overflow the balance of the planet's ecosystem, came in to destroy Ghidorah, and after a long and difficult fight, managed to eliminate the alien by disintegrating it using several blasts of his nuclear pulse attack. However, a piece of Ghidorah survived, his left head, and has now been sold on the black market to no other than Alan Jonah. So now we're caught up with Ghidorah's effect on the Monsterverse so far, what could happen in Godzilla vs Kong where the currently deceased alien can rise again? The current biggest reason as to believe Ghidorah will make a return in some capacity is thanks to a leaked description of the trailer that was shown behind closed doors during the Cinema Expo 2019. We can confirm its validity since a few months later, footage that matched part of the description, detailing Godzilla and Kong fighting on top of an aircraft carrier, was leaked from Comic-Con. So what does the description say about Ghidorah? We see a large glacier-like fortress, where thunder and lightning crackles and crashes across the high heavens above. The camera cuts as we lay sight upon a raging, chain-bound King Ghidorah, with the tyrant shown to be bound to the mountainous temple-like fortress, whilst also being surrounded by unidentified troops, looking weak, almost zombie-like, as it slowly regenerates from its wounds. Now there's a few explanations as to how Ghidorah could be alive, one being that the head that was purchased by Alan Jonah was used to regenerate the rest of its body, potentially using electrical treatment to stimulate the cells into commencing the recovery process. Or the body was recovered from the wreckage of Boston and uses similar technology to help begin the regeneration. The end credits of Godzilla King of the Monsters actually supports a theory that they use technology to help regenerate Ghidorah, since it states that in the past, Monarch has attempted to make organic titans of their own. So if they have capabilities to at least experiment with creating their own monsters, the same technology can be used to resurrect Ghidorah. The experimental technology could be the reason as to why Ghidorah is weak enough to be restrained inside a fortress, only half regenerated, only just alive. And as we know, there will be a rival organization to Monarch called Apex, which seeks to take control of the planet and kill the Titans, as they believe humanity is the top of the food chain, and the only monster that they know has the ability to kill the Titans is Ghidorah. So by reviving him and taking control of him, it would give them a powerful asset. So we know how Ghidorah could return, but why would he return? He's had his turn as the main antagonist in King of the Monsters and was decimated. Well, as discussed, Mechagodzilla will make an appearance in Godzilla vs Kong, though as many of us had pondered, how can a man-made machine hold their own against the most powerful titans our planet can throw at us? Well, what could happen is Mechagodzilla is actually destroyed by Godzilla or Kong in the second act, and Apex takes the scrap parts and applies them to Ghidorah, replacing the not quite recovered body parts with mechanical counterparts, to make the infamous Mecha King Ghidorah, which would definitely be a formidable foe for the climax, with Godzilla and Kong most likely teaming up to take it down to make it one of the biggest fights in monster history. Mechagodzilla may not be powerful enough to stand toe-to-toe with the King of the Monsters and Kong, but Mecha King Ghidorah, combining futuristic weaponry with the most terrifying creature the planet's ever experienced, would make for a worthy antagonist, as it fires from all angles and summons storms to gain an advantage. This explains the end credits scene for Godzilla King of the Monsters, where we bear witness to Alan Jonah purchasing the head of King Ghidorah. It would be massively anticlimactic if they got fans hyped up and just did nothing with it, especially since Godzilla vs Kong could be the final film in the Monsterverse. So I personally think there's a pretty big chance we'll see Mecha King Ghidorah in Godzilla vs Kong. Now, there are some people that think Godzilla vs Kong will be too crowded. That was a major complaint some people had with Godzilla King of the Monsters. So many monsters caused each of their moments to feel watered down because they had such little time to show us. So with Godzilla vs Kong, having Godzilla, Kong, Mechagodzilla and Mecha King Ghidorah, this is no longer a simple brawl between two of the most iconic monsters in history, but it's now a melee. But I think if they keep the on-screen monsters to 4 and merely mention the other titans or have simple cameos just so the world still feels alive, then I'd be perfectly fine with it. And it sounds like the way they're going to go about including it could be really interesting, letting us see a new side of not only humanity, but their bond with the titans. The moment I first saw the ending of King of the Monsters in cinemas, I pointed at the screen and I was like, that's gotta be Mecha King Ghidorah. So, safe to say I'm pretty excited about it. But what do you guys think? Would you like to see Ghidorah make a return? Let us know in the comment section down below. To keep up to date on the news, including Ghidorah's potential return, subscribe to us at DangerVille and stomp that notification button so you don't miss out on all our videos. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, hit that like button because it helps out more than you think. Remember to check our merch over on Teespring, where all sorts of Godzilla related apparel unique to DangerVille is available online. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you residents in the next one.